I had been saying that I wasn't feeling that spiritual high and everything. So I just sat down and I kept beating myself up because I kept saying that I could have done better. And I kept feeling like that wasn't enough. I felt like, how can you just, and something I had to remind myself is it's not really about the quantity, it's about the quality. I sat down and I looked, I'm like, are we really in the first night of the last 10 days? Like, have 20 days really passed? I don't have the motivation. Not motivation, but I'm not feeling the sitting down to make a long list of Fathkar, sitting down to do that long routine of ibadah that I normally do 2 or 3 minutes after I started like praying and talking to Allah. And I felt it. I felt that thing that I was missing, that spark, that connection that I missed. I felt it. And I felt calm. And then my heart, I just felt that connection. Hello. Hi. I look exhausted, tired. I think I look really pretty. This is, I think, my first video on this channel with this hijab. And it's my signature hijab, my favorite hijab from my mom. I don't want to say that I stole it. I feel like that's the wrong word, but I forced her to give it to me. But yeah, I'm sitting on the floor clearly, and I just finished praying Subhi prayer. So I want to say yesterday, but it still feels like today. But yesterday was the first night of the last 10 days of Ramadan, which are really special. And you know how I have been talking about how like I haven't been feeling the spiritual high and everything. But today I had this amazing feeling. I think for the first time, I don't know what it is, whether it is because of the blessing or spirituality of the night, but when I was making my dua, and I wish I had more time, I wish I had started it early. So last year, and normally when I'm doing tahajjuds, I have this habit of, let's say, praying for 2 or 3 hours. So reading multiple adhkars, long pages of the Quran and everything, multiple surahs, and that is all good. And I definitely want to keep doing that. But something happened this night, and I wasn't feeling good. A few things happened, and I wasn't able to start praying early or making askars and du'as, and I only had like 30 minutes to an hour. And I kept feeling like that wasn't enough. I felt like, how can you just pray for just 30 minutes or an hour? Because I'm used to doing like 3 hours. And something I had to remind myself is it's not really about the quantity, it's about the quality. Another thing is I was feeling like not so good and demotivated. I sat down and I looked, I'm like, are we really in the first night of the last 10 days? Like, have 20 days really passed? I just feel like this doesn't, I don't know, like, what happened? Like, what did I do? How has it been 20 days? I can't remember. Like, it feels so fast. I had been saying that I wasn't feeling that spiritual high and everything. So I just sat down and I kept beating myself up because I kept saying that I could have done better. There's so much more ibadah that I could have done. Even though, yes, I had done some, but I just kept beating myself up. And then with that, coupled with I wasn't feeling good and a few things were happening, and I just kept feeling like I don't have the motivation. Not motivation, but I'm not feeling the sitting down to make a long list of Fathkar, sitting down to do that long routine of ibadah that I normally do, the 3 hours that I normally do. And then I was running out of time. So it was just literally, I had just like 30 minutes to an hour. And I had to force myself. I had to be like, you need to do it even when you don't feel like, because this is shit. You need to do it. And I keep telling myself, like, you need to, Allah knows my heart. I don't always have to feel that spiritual high and connection. He doesn't want me to come to him perfect. He knows that I am not perfect. Like, the way I see, I did not get this analogy. I heard it somewhere. And the person or something, they were like, when you feel dirty or you haven't taken your bath in a while, and then you're like, I'm not going to take my bath because I haven't done it, because I feel dirty, then I'm not going to do it. You're supposed to do what is going to cleanse you. You're going to take your bath, because if you're smelling, it's like you're smelling and saying that you're not going to take your bath because you're smelling and you're going to keep stinking. So you're supposed to take your bath so that you stop smelling. Or if you're hungry, you're really hungry and you have stomach pain, and then you're like, oh, I'm not going to eat food because I'm hungry. So it's what I was telling myself. It's like, I don't feel the spiritual high. I feel bad. I feel down. I'm having all these sad emotions and everything, and overthinking and just feeling not happy. So it's like, why do I keep dwelling and be like, oh, I don't feel like I haven't done this, when the solution is right in front of me? all these problems, all the sadness, the emotions, everything I'm feeling, whether it's practical or not. Some a certain type of sadness, you don't even know why you're sad. You're just sad. It's like the solution is like shit is and not me blaming shit, but it's like he's trying to drift me away from the solution because praying to Allah is the solution, even when I don't feel like. But yeah, regardless. So I forced myself and I sat down here on this floor. And why did I just think of something? So, you know how I told you this hijab is from my mom? I just looked at my praying mat and I'm wondering, like, where did I get this praying mat? Wallahi, I can't remember. Who gave it to me? How do I own it? Oh my God, interesting. Wow. Wallahi, I can't remember. Back to what I was saying. And I wasn't feeling it, but I prayed. I said, yeah, Allah, you know my heart. I don't deserve your mercy. You've been so kind to me. And I just prayed and I told him my destiny. And I tried not to overcomplicate it. I tried not to be perfect. I just came as I was. And I said the most relevant, all the askars are relevant. I just said the like strongest ones that I felt like resonated with me and that advice for you to say. And I said them. And guess what happened? The moment like 2 or 3 minutes after I started like praying and talking to Allah. And I felt it. I felt that thing that I was missing, that spark, that connection that I missed. I felt it. And I felt calm. And then my heart, I just felt that connection back. I don't know how to explain it, but I just felt that calm and I just felt, I knew it just was just a nice feeling. And that feeling that I had been looking for, I felt it again, like genuinely. And I'm like, that's the secret. Doing it even if you don't feel like, even if you don't want to, and then it will come. So yeah, that's that. After that, after the tahajjud, I had sahur. I had cornflakes and milk, powdered milk. I haven't had powdered milk in more than a year, and someone gave it to me as a gift, and I took it with cornflakes. So that is good. Yeah, and afterwards I prayed subhi, and immediately I prayed subhi. I went to pee, and this is me sitting on the floor recording this video, like literally. That was the next thing I did. So yeah, that felt really, really nice, alhamdulillah. And I can't wait for tomorrow's tahajjud or today's tahajjud. I'll definitely, inshallah, try to get more ibadah done. So do more ibadah for like 2 hours or three. But alhamdulillah, this is the end of this update on what happened on the first night of the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Yeah, I don't have any other thing to say. I'm really tired and sleepy. Well, bye.